It is last call, guys. It is last motherfucking call.
Last call.
Last call.
Get up in here, bro. Have a seat. I've been watching this dude, like, you know, I won't say you, but like when you're an artist out here and you're really trying to do the thing, these are one of the people that I always seen on radio shows, dropping videos, making sure he was in your face. Ladies and gentlemen, please make a whole lot of noise for our boy, TERELL SAFADI!
Hey! Salute.
How y'all doing?
Mom.
You feeling blood?
I'm good, man. Blessed, you know, grinding, blessed.
So,
Sorry.
And yo, it's TERELL SAFADI.
Safadi.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I'm saying that wrong, eh?
It's all
Ladies
good.
and gentlemen, make some noise. TERELL SAFADI!
Hey! Mom. There we go.
Hey, bro.
There we go.
My bad. I'm so sorry about that.
You're good, you're good.
Ready done though. You feeling blessed?
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for having me.
What's that?
Welcome.
It's good to have you on the show.
So I asked you to come on the show today because for me not being somebody from Vancouver, you know what I mean, seeing you out here doing your thing, I feel like this year alone, just kind of sitting back and observing what you've been got going on, and you've had a pretty busy year. So yeah, where are you from? For the people who don't
From
know who you
Vancouver,
are,
from the Coupe,
what your
man.
name is, what you do, let the audience know.
I'm TERELL SAFADI, recording artist from Vancouver, BC. You know, Canadian Music Week nominated, you know, it's my thing. But yeah, man, been doing a lot of shows this year. This is probably like, I would say 2024, this is the most shows I've done this year. I probably have to count, but been on the road, been trying to stay busy, you know.
It's true because I've really seen you. You know what? Since COVID, your name has really been standing outside. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like I said at the beginning, I've been hearing your name ring bells. Like
Yeah.
you're not an amateur.
In a different way. No, I know what you mean. I
But
would
you're
agree.
really
I would
ringing
agree.
since then. Talk to him.
Yeah, you know, 2020, I put out an album, Champagne in the Morning. Champagne's like a big part of my brand. You know, I like to pop bottles, have my little fun and shit. But that album went on to be Canadian Music Week nominated, and that was kind of like a small turning point in the last couple of years. It's like, you know, kind of goes to what you were saying, you know, kind of, you know, after COVID, you know, just kind of taking it to a new level. I've just been dropping like a project a year with singles, big features, you know, just trying to stay consistent.
But speaking of big artists, you've had a couple of great features like The Game, Tori, who else?
Beast last
Merc.
year.
Oh, last year,
Mercules.
Beast.
We had one with Mercules, Living My Life. That one's pretty dope. I
Yeah, you were
submitted
promoting that
for,
heavy. Yeah.
Submitted that for the Junos for Rap Single of the Year. So, you know, stream it out there. Living My Life featuring Mercules.
How long have you been making music?
I've been making music, like, honestly, I've been writing since, I don't even know, since probably I was 13.
Do you remember your first bar?
No, I don't.
Well, you don't remember your first bar.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, that's cap. I'm embarrassed to say it.
Bro.
No, I remember. No, here it is. No,
Give it to me.
No, it's so bad. It wasn't even really like, it wasn't even my first bar, but it was like I told my mom I was rapping. I'm like, she's like, all right, let me hear something. I'm like, Mom, you was always there to hold my palm. And she's like, that's good. That wasn't it,
That's
bro.
so cute. No, but that's
Wasn't it?
cute.
But I had more fire shit than both of them. Telling
Mom.
you. But that was off the top though at that time.
Hey, were you an off-the-top rapper a whole lot, or were you really
Not
like,
even, bro. I didn't even rap for people. Like, I was really, like, shy at the beginning. Like, I didn't rap in front of people and shit. I didn't like people in the studio, but now I'm like, you know, came out of that.
What brought you out of your shell? What was the moment that you were like, I could do this. I'm this guy.
I don't even know. I don't even think it was a moment. I just think it was over time. Like, just trying to, like, condition myself to get okay with it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Been living out here.
Yeah, pretty much my whole life, yeah.
Conditions of Vancouver and the music that's been out here has been like up and down in your time.
Right.
So what do you feel about everything out here? Are you still like gung-ho, Vancouver can still make it, or are you just like, I'm
Yeah,
just
of
making
course.
music?
I think there's a lot of great artists. I think that because there's no infrastructure in Canada and Vancouver specifically, that like a lot of that talent goes unnoticed. You know what I mean? So, no, there's a lot of great talent.
How do you keep yourself so busy?
Grinding
staying
and
focused
grinding.
and grinding and making goals, goal lists, and you know what I mean? Yeah.
No management?
I have a manager that I work with, Angela Harris. She's been helping me out since like probably 2018, kind of like help me revamp things and kind of, you know, get into the digital age, you know, with Spotify and all that shit, you know, so yeah.
In your time period that you've been doing your stuff, I know you've had like so many stage shows. You've gone to a lot of places. Name one of them top spots.
Top spots, man. Probably the coolest show I ever did was in Prague, Czech Republic. It was pretty crazy.
They got different vibes out there. Like they really love.
It was
Kind
wild,
of the vibes.
bro. Because it's like Prague. So I was on tour with Onyx, and basically like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, their fans are crazy. You know what I mean? Like some of the shows were like hit and miss, bro. Like honestly, Paris, like one of the people that was touring with us got booed and shit. Like, but when we got to Prague, it was just like the crowd was so ready. It was like 1,500 people. Everybody was just going nuts.
You crowd
I had
surfed.
like 4 of my. No, I didn't. If it was now, I would. You know what I mean? I get on some Tory shit stuff. You know. But no, I had like 4 of my best friends at the time with me, and it was just like a crazy.
Oh, you brought the crew with you.
Yeah, you know.
Yo,
Brian
shout out
Yang.
to you, bro. That's real.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
real.
You know, I might have to send you the video. You can put it up, but it was turned up. I had my Vancouver hat on. Hey, that's dope.
That's dope.
That one
Shout
stands out.
Czech Republic. You met a lot of people out that bit.
In Czech Republic.
Or did you stay
To be
low out
honest,
there?
I was only there for like fucking like 18 hours. I had to
In and
go.
out vibes.
Yeah, I was in and out.
Who are all of the people that you've been on tour with? I know you've been with Exhibit
Right.
this year. Who are some of the other artists that you were touring with?
A Boogie with the Hoodie,
Big book.
Dave East, Yellow Wolf, Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, that one was big because like I grew up a massive G-Unit fan. Like 50 Cent was the reason I started rapping. So like
was
that
about
was
to
definitely a full circle moment. Yeah.
Out of all of the people that you've been on tour with, who would you say was like you had the best time?
Yellow Wolf. Yeah, Yellow
Yeah,
Wolf for sure.
really?
He was super dope, and like after the third day of the show, he was just like super inviting, you know what I mean? He just fucked with my vibe, and like I skateboard and he skateboards. He doesn't really like promote it like that, but because we had that connection like through skateboarding, that was how I was able to kind of like, you know, make
pause. You
my
skateboard,
ends
bro?
with him. Yeah, brother.
Like heavy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
gets
he
me
was a
sponsored and
skater
shit,
boy.
bro.
I
Gets
said,
me
see
sponsored
you
and
later,
shit.
boy.
Hold up. You're
He's
telling
a
me.
big skater.
I gotta sing in the clips.
Bro, you're sponsored?
I was.
Shout out the sponsor. Who was?
Myola was first and foremost. 133 was my first sponsor.
Hey,
Vancouver
shout out One
Island.
Trade. That's good.
You know, 133. That's family always. Yeah, 133. This clothing company, Myola. Nixon, they sponsored me too.
Wow.
There was a couple more. I think. But yeah, I used to skate heavy. I mean, I still do, but just not in that way.
Yeah. You're like rocking tricks and everything too, eh?
Still, yeah, I still am. But like back in the day, I was trying to be in like magazines and like actually like take it serious. But like the music shit just happened like way quicker. So you know.
So let's talk about the new album, bro.
I was about to say,
I seen some pictures
Live
of
Now,
the
Die
vibes down at what club were you guys inside when you took those photos?
Fortune.
Fortune.
Yeah, that was
Shout out Fortune. Thank you guys for letting me do that.
I had the pleasure to be a little bit in the mix of that, me and homegirl.
Thanks for y'all assistance.
Yeah, so
Talk about that
you
album.
just released a new album and it's called Live Now.
Live now, die later.
Yeah, that's fire. What does that mean to you? What is the meaning behind Live Now, Die Later?
Live now, die later is just like living in the moment and, you know, embracing that one day we're all gonna eventually leave this earth, you know what I mean? So for me, it's just about really enjoying every situation to the fullest while, you know, staying semi-responsible, you know, but just really about living your best life, you know, and embracing those moments with your closest people and, you know, enjoying those moments. And embracing that, you know, eventually you're gonna die later.
That's dope. That's dope. I did have a question about that because I feel like nowadays, you know, a lot of artists aren't really taking the time to actually put, like, I'm not saying all artists, but I feel like a lot of people aren't really fully releasing albums anymore. That's like 3 songs, a short little EP or whatever, you know, what made you want to release a 10-song album? And what was your thought process kind of around that?
I wanted to put some of my bigger releases that I had put out, like Came to Party, featuring the game. I feel like that kind of encapsulates the Live Now, Die Later brand. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to just like put a stamp on who I am and what I'm about by just like, here's like some hits that you guys have heard, and here's some new stuff, and here's like a new brand. Not even really a brand. Like I have Live Now, Die Later tattooed on me. It's just like a part of who I am.
It's part of who you are.
It's trying to bring like my fans and listeners into who I am and like the energy, you know, my energy.
You've done a lot of albums, no? How many albums have you done?
Five like actual albums
Studio
on Spotify. Yeah.
Mad features.
Yes.
Yeah, local artists, you know, other artists in other cities that are doing their thing, and you know, some bigger artists too.
Shout out some of these locals. Let's get some names.
I wouldn't even say the local, like Raven Justice. He's from the Bay, you know, he's known in California a lot. Who else? Young and Fly from New Jersey. We did something. My boy Camo Beats. He's a producer I work with from Houston, from the H-Town. I gotta shout out my boy. We just did, he produced a record on the album called Drank in My Cup. I've been spamming that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get some more reels from me, so.
Any artists in Vancouver you like would work with? It's a weird question because you've been doing things with so many other bigger artists.
Whoever's serious, man. It just comes down to like if your music's good and if you're serious, you know.
What do you mean by serious?
Like, if you're putting out music properly and just being consistent, like if you're actually trying to make a run at it versus just like kind of just like for fun, and there's nothing wrong with doing it for fun, but I just reached a point where like I'm limited with my time, so I'd prefer to just work with people who are like trying to actually get it, you know, and putting the same effort that I am, you know, that saying real recognize real. So when you're an artist who's grinding, you can see who else is grinding, you know what I mean? So it's like if you're, you know what I mean? Kobe, he's like, why am I gonna pass you the ball? Like, you niggas are showing up at practice, like, you know?
That's a fact.
That's fair.
So that's kind of how it is. Y'all showed up late and left early. Been here.
When did you get started in the rap career out here?
Probably seriously, after I dropped my like remix, Black, Red, Yellow. I don't know if you guys heard about it.
Which I was just about to ask. Ask about.
So that like popped off like around, I want to say like 2013, and then yeah, like that was kind of like what made me be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna really try and do this, you know. But I don't know, looking back, if I maybe didn't have that success with that, I don't know if I would have had the steam to like continue to be an independent artist, because like there's no infrastructure in Vancouver, so everything I do is independent, so it's just like a lot more work and a lot more grind. So
were you more focused on skating at that time?
No, I was kind of like done with it. I was,
you were just outside?
Yeah.
We
I was
outside.
skating, like, I don't know, yeah, it was just like, nah, this ain't gonna happen, you know what I mean?
Word, eh?
Speaking of,
But it was just more, I just realized that it was like something I like to do for fun, you know? I mean, I could still skate. I feel like, you know, I'm at the point where I could like make a mini run, you know, like do some yoga, kind of get my body back.
Bro, you sound like you still got passion in that.
Yeah, I do, man. I do, because it like really like helps me like if I'm stressed out about something, you know, it's like going to the gym, you know, it just helps me relieve stress.
Are you one of those types that'll just take your board and just go down the street type shit?
Not even really. I skate like 3 times a year. I need to skate more, but like when I get the chance, it's like, yeah, it's good.
Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta plug this here, but skateboarders, can you actually snowboard too?
I mean, I can ride a snowboard, but like not really do anything crazy. Last time I fucked up my neck, so it's like I haven't been back since.
I ain't never doing that shit again. Sounds like my experience.
I don't know. Bro, I think it's my first time.
Me too.
Yeah.
After that, hell no. COP, Calgary, after a Chinook and the fucking snow is iced over, I went head first on my back, snowboard up in the air, and I couldn't even, I had to just like let myself
I did the same thing, like
Just let it roll.
neck, back all fucked up, had to drive down from Whistler.
Cold.
I haven't been back snowboarding since.
Cold, me either.
Before we get into our last call, bro, that jacket is dumb.
Fire.
Appreciate you.
Dumb.
He was saying it's our cousins.
Talk about it.
It's an Alberta brand, day and night. Shout out my boy Kripel, you know, from Edmonton. It's his brand. You know, I saw it and said the same thing you said. I had to cop it. You know,
That's stupid.
Support your friends.
But sorry, you said something about black, red, and yellow. You did your first. That was your first song in 2000, like or when you released. That's when you were taking it.
Second song I ever released.
Okay, and for those people who don't know, you did a remix, or you rewrote it, or you did a new song.
Yeah, I rewrote it.
Yeah, and then you performed at the Canucks game.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's such a big deal. Talk about that experience. And it's not just this year. How many years in a row have you had the pleasure to do that?
I've been blessed to perform there 4 times.
It's just an easy 4 times. It's like
I think. Well, you asked, you know, so I had to tell them. But so I think the first time was in 2019. I can't remember, but 4 times, and they invited me to like kind of just be, I don't know. I want to say like honored in the community, like for Black History Month. They just basically wanted me to tell them what Black History Month meant to me.
It's
and
strong
then put
for
like
you,
a
that's for
video
sure.
up on the screen, you know, because
Strong
I've
for
been
you.
vocal about, you know, different things like that in the Black community. So
Pause. Let's get to it. All right, controversy time. Nigga.
oh,
Let's go.
shit.
Bro, I've been waiting to ask these
questions.
questions.
But yeah,
I've been waiting to ask these questions because you had some very serious points. So
Speaking of the Black community,
I really wanted to touch on these points because
So what happened?
You wrote your piece, and I respect it. So yeah, talk about it, bro.
what are we referring to, Dizzy?
There was a show out here,
Okay.
Black Lives Matters, and like a black. What was it like? A Juneteenth.
I think it was just like an I don't know. It was some sort of black culture event. You know what I mean? So
Supposed to
It was supposed to be-
represent.
it was supposed to represent for the peoples, and there was an artist that was on the bill that
wasn't black.
was.
yeah, my problem wasn't with the artist though. You know
No.
what I mean? My problem was just with like the whole hierarchy in the city. It's not even like a now issue. It's like an all-time
It's been an issue. Yeah.
You know, I just feel like in a genre that's, you know, a black genre, there should be more representation of black people within that genre in the city, and that was my only thing. And if it's an event that celebrates black culture, it's like there's a million black artists that aren't named TERELL SAFADI from Vancouver that are dope that could have been on it, and it wasn't even a me thing, you know what I mean? It was just me frustrated with it was just me frustrated with that, you know what I mean? Because I've been in the scene a long time, so I've seen dope ass artists that are black not get the shine that they deserve. You know what I mean?
Especially for a black event.
Yeah,
So
for a black event, you know what I mean? So
Especially when you got
shout out to
Junos.
Junk. It had nothing to do with Junk, and I made that very clear. But you know how it is, people like to blow things out of
Oh, I
proportion.
never said it was about junk.
No, not even you, but that's what it was. I'm not gonna dance around it. So that's
No, it wasn't about junk. It was the moment that happened.
Right,
And-
right.
well, you said controversial, Nick. So
No,
you brought
it
us
was
up.
controversial. It was controversial
Okay.
at the time. At the time, it definitely was because he performed. He did his thing. Words came, and it was like, if you are a black person, you thought about it. Like, hey,
Rightfully
yeah,
so.
I
If you were to
rightfully
present
so.
it to me or anybody, and it's just like, okay, you're having an event that's supposed to be like one during the time of Black Lives Matter and
Exclusive to
focusing
black.
exclusive to blacks.
my
black
thing.
people.
Black people. We don't say blacks anymore. Fucking Disney.
I say nigga every day, so like, don't
Yeah, but
get
we
me
don't
wrong.
say. We're getting mad at people for
Hey.
saying the blacks, and then you're saying
Hey.
towards the blacks.
Hey, don't be twisted. Don't ever.
But I would agree. Like I would agree in that sense. You know what I mean? It's just like
Say your piece, bro.
Yeah, because I'm about to forget. My thing is that like there's been no shortage of opportunities for white artists and white hip hop artists from Vancouver from time. So it's like that was my piece, and everybody knows it. So I'm just speaking for the black community in Vancouver, and numerous people called me and said thank you for speaking out. So it's nothing personal. It's just
And you weren't getting at
speaking out.
nobody. You weren't getting at nobody.
Yeah, so you know I had to say what I had to say, and that's the thing. Like nobody says shit in Vancouver, so that's why everybody's like, oh my god, like you know. I'm just like, whatever, like you know.
That was a tricky time during that time too. So like, thank you for speaking.
Yeah, thank you for sharing and clearing that up. Before we get into last call, I just have one final question. If there was one thing that you could say to, if you could go back, 2 questions. If you could go back and tell your younger self, give some advice, what would that be? And what is one likable thing about yourself that you want to share?
One piece of advice.
Talk to him.
Makes you think. Makes you think.
Stay down. And I've been doing that. So yeah, you just gotta, I'm wearing the fuck rap. I'm a street legend. Shout out Nipsey Hussle. It's a marathon. That's what I would tell my younger self. It's a marathon. And one likable trait about myself is that I always just been like aspired to like do shit. So whatever that motivating gene is in me, that's probably my most likable trait. So
dope.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
cheers.
appreciate
Salute. Cheers.
Hey,
Thank
cheers,
you
my
so much.
Sure,
Cheers.
sure.
Well, that was dope. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I'm ready to see this last performance.
I'm ready to see this last performance.
This last
Ray,
call.
Ray, come here.
Yeah, you try to hand me one of those with, I don't know where your hand's been, boy.
Actually, this is all cut. Just get it.
love
Get
you.
behind it.
Disrespect.
I'm sorry. I love
that-
you too. You want to try one of these?
Yeah. Give him two.
Oh, what
Go,
is
bro.
this? What is this we have?
All right, so you know what it is. You just last call for the man.
Terrell Safadii.
Let's go.
Thank you.
In tune.
Shout out to
Wait.
Marcel. Shout out to the man.
Living room, basement,
Hey, all day.
step back,
All day.
All day. Shout out
Miss
to
Holiday.
Nah. Shout out to me because it's my birthday. So fuck y'all.
Oh yeah, happy
birthday, my boy.
birthday.
We're not doing that. Anyways, till the end of the show today, because whatever, we want to be spicy. Shout out to 24-hour snacks. You know what we're doing. We're getting these spicy ass chips. We're gonna try it. Everybody, what's up?
All right,
Myself,
cheers.
Steve, we got Dizzy D, we got Miss Holiday.
Yo,
We got Red Diamonds. Shout out to
Terrell.
Terrell Safadii in the building.
Let's
Appreciate ya.
go.
See y'all next week.
Oh, these are light work.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh,
These some
Oh, shit, hit right away.
tactics, man.
No,
This ain't shit.
No, that's
Fuck
light
outta
work.
here. Anyways,
That's true.
inTUNetv.
that's
This shit
light.
was whack.
light.
He
Disney
said
is
that
out
hit.
here.
Light.
Light.
You're like,
work.
no way.
See y'all
That was
next
light.
week.